y'all, Sherry G. I hope you're all doing good out there. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell because I will be back. Keep in mind that all of the views expressed here are alleged and of my opinion, and those who choose to comment in the comments section below, and it's all for entertainment. So guys, I'm going to get right into it. I want to first of all talk about a video that Latisha Scott shared in her IG where she was walking to a building and she was walking around the building. Marsau was there, and she started off in her post by saying, "This chapter is called My Turn. It's my turn for all of my dreams to come true." So she's walking through this building, and as we can see, there is construction going on in the building. So it's a pre-existing building. It looks like it's some remodeling going on. And she looks pretty happy and pretty excited. And if you notice, she is donning one of Skull Industries' construction hats. And then here's Marsau, doodling around on his phone, just kind of standing there. He also has on Skull gear. So it looks like his cap has the logo, and then also the shirt that he's wearing has the logo. So when this post was made, of course, there were a lot of people in the comment section, and they were giving congratulations, which I feel are deserved. Because it looks like they're getting to business, or she's getting to business, because remember, she said that all of her dreams are coming true. She didn't say we, as if it's her and her husband. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in the meantime. But then there was speculation that she is finally working on her brokerage. But I don't feel that way. I feel that Latisha was hired as a property manager to manage this property once the renovations are completed, that she will be the one to rent out the space and manage that part of it for whomever it is that owns it. So that's why I believe she didn't say all of our dreams. It's her dreams, because she's the one that has the contract. I believe that her wearing the hard hat and Marsau standing there in his gear is just smoke and mirrors. I believe those workers are actually working to do the reconstruction and to conform the space into whatever it is that the real owners want it to look like. I believe they're real. I mean, that's all real, that's not smoke and mirrors. It's just not Skull Industries doing it. And I did actually search to see if the company, Skull Industries, had any more projects added to their profile. And there hasn't been. But it doesn't mean that, it's been uploaded or anything like that. But nothing's been permitted other than that hotel, which allegedly is still on hold, but I'm not sure about that either. But anyway, yeah, this really has nothing to do with Skull. I think that's all smoke and mirrors, which kind of like makes me think, okay, Carlos, if it is true, if my opinion is true, if what I'm alleging is true, then you said that we weren't going to get a regurgitation of last year. And although they're not saying anything, they're still trying to, in my opinion, give the impression, because otherwise, why are you wearing Skull gear, right? What's the point? So that is a regurgitation of what we got last year, in my opinion, of things that are supposed to be happening that aren't happening with Skull. Anyway, I'm just going to leave that right there. But to further substantiate my allegations or my opinions, my observation, is this sign. The signage that is posted in the window that actually says, Infinity Properties, Commercial Property Management, now leasing. For leasing information, contact Latisha Scott, broker. Okay, so Infinity Properties is a property that Latisha either owns or she owns it either by herself or she owns it with someone else, based on information that I have researched a while ago, and based on this information that I recently found, where it says here that she is one of the owners of Infinity Properties. And so based on the information that I found, Infinity Properties has been in existence since August of 2017. Scott Realty, which is her most recent business, that's her brokerage company, is something totally different, and it has nothing to do with this. So again, I believe that Latisha really got a contract. Like she finally, well, maybe not finally, she might have gotten a contract before, I don't know, to manage a property, but this is the first one that we know of. So my opinion is that she is contracted to manage this property, and she would be, you know, like Infinity Properties will be handling it, but she's the broker that's in charge of this particular property, or will be in charge of this particular property. Once it's completed, she'll be the one that's responsible for leasing out the spaces. So that's why the phone number's there. Not unless that's smoke and mirrors too, but hopefully it isn't. I'm hoping that she actually really did get a contract to manage this property. Again, I think the skulk here is just smoke and mirrors. So moving on. I guess you saw in my my headline that Marsau came in my comments, and he did. And I have to tell you, when I first saw it, I was totally shocked. I was like, oh my God, did I just see his name pop up? Because I didn't see, you know, like the comment. I just saw his name. And then so I went to my phone and I'm like, where is this comment? Oh, it's in YouTube. So I went and looked, and lo and behold, he commented in the comments of one of my videos. And this is what he said. So yeah, he's saying that he actually loves my commentary. So that means that he not only probably listened to that particular video, but other videos as well. I always believed that the cast is in our comments. I mean, Stormy already proved that. She showed up in Chit Chat's comments. We know that Ms. Wanda's been all over the place. Marsau usually will show up like in postings, you know, on like IG and Facebook and things like that. But I don't know if he showed up in any of the bloggers' comments. But when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, I hope I'm not going to have to go at it with Marsau. You know, I'd rather just block him than go back and forth with him, because I'm not trying to have that kind of energy and drama in my life. But anyway, and consequently, this came right on the heels of Latisha posting herself in the black dress. And, you know, when I saw that post, there was like 800 and some odd comments when I saw it. And a lot of negative comments. And Marsau was going back with the women in those comments. And people were talking about, you know, how he always goes back and forth with women, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. So, yeah, when I saw his name, I was thinking, oh, God, here we go. Like, yeah, I might have to say something this time, or maybe I just won't, because, you know, it's like, well, I mean, we can agree to disagree, we can be respectful, but I don't recall saying anything like outside of stating my opinion and the facts and information as far as what I found, you know, that was public information. I don't recall saying anything rude. So, and even if I did, I mean, we can still just agree to disagree in a respectful way. If I did say something, it's just not outright rude and nasty, because that's just not my personality. Not my new personality anyway. Not my grown-up personality. But back in the day, yeah. But yeah. Um, anyway, so I think that it would be great to actually do a um, a live interview with Marsau, especially right before the show airs. So I am going to reach back out to him. I did reply in the comments and tell him that I would be very much interested, but I am going to reach out to him and let him know that I'm down for it. I think it would be a great interview. I know how to conduct a good interview and ask good questions. I might not ask some of the questions you guys want because I'm not interested in certain things. Like what happens in their bedroom, I could care less. Tisha putting it on the schedule, I could care less about that kind of stuff. I mean, they got to do what they got to do, I guess. I mean, I would be embarrassed and not saying anything like that, but that's me. But you know what? Make it work. And I don't even know if that's true, but you know what? I might ask him about it. Because he looked like he was kind of taken aback by the whole thing. So yeah, I might just ask him about it, not like as far as, details, but how he felt like when he heard it. Because, Marsau is very facial, just like I am. And, you can read his face just like, on the season 5, part 3 reunion after the alleged blow up that happened backstage with Martell. Man, his whole face was like saying, please keep your mouth shut. I might ask about that too. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate all of my subscribers, for any content creators that's out there. Thanks for checking out the video. I appreciate you too. All of your hard work and everything that you do is very much appreciated. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell because, yeah, I will be back. Until then, ciao.